First of all, I'm very proud that a French company serving a public interest in Georgia for 20 years decided to launch an initiative on the therapeutic adherence. It's a huge issue for patients, a huge issue for our societies, a huge issue for the viability of our healthcare system. And that's why France is really much involved in the 27th March World Adherence Day. And I find extraordinary that this topic would be raised here, because it's a three-layer issue, if I can say. The first layer is a public health issue. That is a key, I already mentioned. The second layer is a very intimate issue in everybody's life, and we've just heard one patient testimony. It's about the trust you built with your physician, with your doctors, and the way that has implications not only for your health, but for the viability of our health system in countries, and it's the case in Georgia, like in France, where resources available are limited and we need to optimize the treatment. And there is a third reason, which is actually also as important as the others, is that my embassy, the French embassy, has been always very eager to prioritize health in our cooperation. It's among the fields that, for me, as I said in my opening speech, do belong to sovereignty issues. As much as defense, as much as food security, having a developed health system is part of a strategic autonomy of a country. And I think that therapeutic adherence makes part of this strategic autonomy, of this maturity of a health system. So that's why we're here. Actually, we have two main channels to try to have a positive impact with obviously limited means. Our first impact is to put together physicians from both our countries and to create conditions for cooperations, to create conditions for our experts to learn from yours, because it's always about specifics. It's not the same to treat a child in oncology here and in France. The pathologies can be different, the treatments, the social interactions are different, so they learn from each side. And we have had a lot of positive experiences in pediatrics. So this is one way. The other way is to increase mobility also of physicians, to give opportunity to Georgian physicians for trainings in France and for exchanges in our hospitals. And so those are the main initiatives. There is also the support we can give to some specific areas, and I'm really speaking of areas, remote areas far from the cities. We've been active for 20 years in Cariti, for instance. We are really very much interested in developing health projects in the south of the country, in zones that are more remote and less covered in terms of healthcare. So those are the main vectors, if I can say.